Good night, guys.
It's all about the game. And now you play it all about them. Go take it. That's the game. They call me Triple H, Hamdama, and introducing the one and only Big Small Tokes. Whoa. The Under the Undertaker's return. Oh sh. All right, Tokes. What an entrance! Always making a fantastic entrance. That's one thing I know you're good at, but that's about it because you're not good at football. But
We'll get to that in a bit.
oh, I don't want to see this segment right now. I don't want you. I don't want to spoil our segments. But wow, week 3 nightcap, week 2 nightcap. I mean, this is their third nightcap though. It's been a fun ride. I mean, what a game, what a week. Really good games. OT game. I clapped my team, but I mean, really good games, really good performances. A lot of people we got to talk about today, not being you. But let's hop back. Let's hop right into it. You want to kick us off with anything? Any
Yeah. So first thing we want to talk about, guys, we're gonna update the rule book a little bit. So a couple of the rule changes we're gonna make is each team is gonna get a challenge, which is the captain can challenge a play at any time, and they'll go to instant replay to review it. You only get one challenge for the entire game. If you win your challenge, you don't lose a timeout. If you lose a challenge, you just lose a timeout. But you can only do this once in an entire game. Um, we're also gonna go through and there's a roughing the passer penalty. People are kind of getting a little like confused about. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna edit the roughing the passer penalty, just to kind of, I think, differentiate what a roughing the passer actually is. So like anything above the waist hitting the quarterback is gonna be called a flag, no matter if you tip the ball and still hit the quarterback, no matter what. So we're gonna kind of go through and refine some of those rules. And other than that, I think we're ready to get into the segments.
right into it. Mu'minin over El Shabab, 36. Yeah, yeah. My eyes aren't deceiving me. That says 36-34. I should have included OT because Little Sudani had to go into OT with little Stonehands Abu Hamda, who's never won a playoff. He's won a playoff game, never won a regular season game in his entire life. But he took the reigning, defending, so-called Hall of Fame quarterback into overtime, pushed him to the brink. Oh, you had all the players almost panicking, crashing out on the refs because when you're playing a team like of course you gotta start blaming the refs when things aren't going your way. But this is your game, Tokes. I got a lot to say about it, but I'll have you kick us off if you want us to. So go ahead.
Look. First and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about the stats. Stonehands Abu Hamda with 4 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, 5 total touchdowns, with 330 scrimmage yards, only 1 interception thrown. I mean, if I closed my eyes and someone told me before the game that I was going to have those stats, I would have told you he would have got a blowout win. But just like in Stonehands Abu Hamda fashion, he let the game slip away. And, the greatest quarterback of all time did what the greatest quarterback of all time does. Omar Soudani, he came in there. He had 4 total touchdowns, over 286 scrimmage yards. And when the going got tough in overtime, he's down by 6. He needs to lead a game-winning drive. He's tired. He's played an entire 80 minutes straight of football, and he goes down there. He throws Yanal a touchdown pass.
The games are 40 minutes, by the way.
And then, Yanal makes a phenomenal catch to win us the game. I mean, there were star performances all around. I mean, Yanal had 2 touchdowns. Yezen with 4 sacks in this game. I mean, the stat sheet was stuffed in this game. Yanal with 2 catches, 79 yards, 2 touchdowns. Toke, 6 catches, 88 yards, 1 sack, 9 flag pulls. What's it called? Like I said, Yezen with 4 sacks in this game. And then AJ with 6 catches, 123 yards, a touchdown. Khalil, 5 catches, 67 yards, 2 interceptions. I mean, this game was just a stat-stuffing game, but I do want to give Ayad some credit. He looked like he was making reads this week. Even though we had a battered defense, we had guys playing in different spots. Ayad was actually making the reads he needed to make. I think offensively, we actually did pretty well offensively. I think our defense was kind of what held us back, but I mean, you're going up against superstar receivers like AJ and Khalil, and we're missing a bunch of guys in the secondary. So, I mean, I'd expect Ayad to have a big game, but I mean, Ayad came this close to getting his first regular season win, but in typical Ayad fashion, he lost the game in overtime, and he's now 0-14 in his career in the regular season. And all I have to say is this showed me more about Soudani than it did about Ayad, because the greatest quarterback of all time once again drove down the field when it mattered most, and he delivered. He got the ball in the end zone, and on the 2-point conversion, he's fading away, 2 defenders on his back, and throws a pinpoint pass to Yanal in triple coverage. That's only a pass that Soudani can make, and I mean, my goodness, once this team gets healthy, they might go back to back, Hamada. Your turn.
It's my turn because I'm about to unleash and unload on that so-called that defense. Now, I want to give out the little props, but that defense up in Mutmaninville, that's not a championship defense. That's not even a playoff win defense because that defense got ripped to shreds by Ayad. I mean, 5 total touchdowns, 245 passing yards, 16 for 24, 67% completion percentage. I mean, you had AJ with over 100 yards. You had Khalil looking like a real second rounder, unlike last week. Turned out, I guess, of course, when he's playing Mutmanin's defense, he looks like a real second round pick. 5 catches for almost 70 yards, 2 INTs. Soudani's out here throwing INTs left and right. And not typical Soudani, but this week
those 2 interceptions. If you watch the tape, both of those interceptions were end of half interceptions. He just threw it up.
I don't want to hear it, Tokes, because those interceptions are still intercept. I mean, why even in that situation to begin with? I mean, you're in a shootout with Ayad, so you have to push the ball down the field to get those touchdowns at the end of the half. Like, you shouldn't even be in that situations. If you were a good team, you'd be taking a knee, going into halftime, drinking some water, and get back on the field to finish out the dub. Or in this case, you have to make a comeback. And then you had freaking, of course, Yasin making his impact known, Asa, and Amir. not is that his name? The blocker mossing Tokes for the game for taking the lead, the game leading touchdown on Big Tokes. The blocker looking like the most.
It was to
dominant
send it to
receiver on the field.
overtime. It was a
Don't even
conversion
get
to
started
send
with
it to
that.
overtime.
The whole sideline saw that, so don't even get started with that.
It was to send it to
Scoring
overtime.
34 points, but of course, I mean when you're Sudani, I mean you're the Hall of Fame quarterback, and you got Yaned, and you got Small Tokes, and you got Awed, and you got Yezen, you got all these players. I'm expecting you to put up more than 30. I'm expecting you to win a shootout, but that defense, listen. My grandma once told me, if someone shows you who they are, believe them. And that defense, back-to-back weeks, has got absolutely obliterated and absolutely shat on by Jackson Martin and OP block. That team just put up 6 points against Habibi Elite. They shut him down. But when they verse you, they look like the 1989 Steelers, the steel curtain on offense and defense. Don't get me started with that team. But this team, what we need, I don't. It's in my eyes. My conclusion of this game is that Aid is on the come up. He's looking like a real quarterback now. And well, of course, it has to come against your team for that to happen. And then Mutmanin, I expected the offense to be good, but that defense, I mean, has a lot left to be desired, a lot left on the plate. I mean, that's this. I don't know if either of these teams are teams I can trust. A lot of good performances out there, but neither of these teams are teams I can trust going into the playoffs. I need to see something else from Mutmanin. You got anything else to say about your team before I move on?
All I know is when our team's going to be fully healthy and we have our set players playing this week, we had Zafa at corner, Awad at corner. I mean, Yanad at safety. I mean, we've got guys playing out of position. So, I mean, and then this is my first game back at linebacker. I mean, I still had a really good game at linebacker, but I'm saying we have guys playing in different positions. Yezin's first game back, he had 4 sacks. I mean, once we get our guys in the position that they need to be, I mean, we're fine. And then you saw the offense, 30-plus points. I mean, I expect us to continue that on offense every single week.
Right. I mean, shout out, before I leave on a negative note, I do want to give a shout out to Yaned. He's a first-round pick. I mean, I shouldn't have to be shouting him out and praising him for performances like this. I mean, 2 catches, 80 yards, had an INT, the game-winning conversion, one-hand snag. It was an incredible catch. So shout out to Yaned. But, you know, that's what a first-rounder should be doing. But, you know, shout out to him. He finally turned back the clock a little bit. You know, it made me eat my words from last week calling him washed. This week he didn't look as washed. But, you know, shout out to him. Shout out to Aid. You know, those were the 2 players that popped off the screen for me that week. But moving on, more impressive start. The 2-0 Habibi Elite led by Big O, or the 2-0 Jerusalem Jags led by the one and only Doomy. Kick us off. What do you think, Tokes?
Oh, like I said, before the season, I said Big O was going to have an MVP year, and he's living up to that. I'm taking Habibi Elite to with the better start. Now, everyone's going to say they've played trash teams, that they played Faraz, and they played OP block, but you play who's on your schedule, and they're dominating these teams. Habibi Elite has only allowed 6 points in 2 games, which is the lowest point differential so far in the league. I mean, you've got Musa catching streaks. You got Tawfiq on the dump offs. Big O's running up and down the field. You got Tawfiq Allen Sr. I mean, this team has stars left and right. And Big O, you can tell Big O's taking the next step. Look, if you're watching a great quarterback, you see a great quarterback make that leap that second year. I'm seeing Big O sit in the pocket more this year. He's trusting himself. And I mean, that throw that he had to Musa, that Musa got a touchdown on, that little out and up, that was just a perfect corner route throw. I mean, he just put it on the money. And I mean, this team just plays with heart. I mean, they've dominated every game they've been in. They have yet to trail at all this season. They've been playing with the lead for every single minute of the game this year. So, I mean, right now, in my opinion, Habibi Elite, not only do they have the most impressive start, they're the team to beat.
Wow. It's a lot there, Tokes, to unpack. I think it's pretty clear that the more impressive start is Jerusalem Jags. I mean, I have so many rebuttals to everything you just said. I think it's pretty crystal clear. They've played better competition. You know, the reigning defending 5-0 undefeated Sprite from last season. And they gave us the spanking. I mean, we didn't even look competitive out there, and that's without Doomy. Oh my God, that Izakov was in there for most of that game. He got injured. Doomy comes in with one hand, runs in for 2 touchdowns. I mean, our team was kind of beat up, but that's a good dub. That's still better than beating Palestine Panthers. So that's a great dub. And then beating Amir, who's looking like this is like a tough out. They're the definition. That Galleria Guardians team is the definition of a tough out. I mean, you're looking across the field, you see Idris, you see Ben, you see Amr Al Ahmed. I mean, that's a team you don't want to play because you know they're going to give you everything they have. So shout out to Ben. That man, let me just read out these stats. I want to go over a couple of these games real quick before I hop into to the real question at hand. But I mean, Galleria Guardians this week, Amir with 3 touchdowns. But in typical Amir fashion, 3 picks. He's gonna give it to you a couple times a game. Over 184 yards passing, and then you have Ben with 10 catches for almost 100 yards. Of course, gets the INT, and then standout performances from Ahmed as usual. And then you have Laith looking like Ahmed Al Ahmed was hyping him up. He turned out to be a pretty decent standout. Abdullah Doom, standout soccer player, looking like Lamine Yamal on the soccer field, but on the football field, little left on the table that he can provide for his team. But that team it's a very solid team. They're a tough out. So for Doomy to beat them in that game where Doomy looked hella rusty. I mean, he came out there, looked like I didn't recognize him. He looked like if you told me it was Stonehands of Waham, I would have believed you right there. You put a bag on the head and told me it was I would have believed you. But Doomy, threw a couple picks. It was looking shaky. I mean, they were down. It's very rare to see Doomy down in a regular season game, but we were in it. And then so we had to come back, and of course Monty cooked for 7 catches for 90 yards. And then Nadeem came out there clutch with a couple interceptions, really good plays. And this guy Mehed Chaudhry, man. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
But the Cooper Flag of our league, hands down the rookie of the year. At least he's putting on that performance up to this point.
Look, him or David Brown.
David Brown's a good player right now, but Mehed is looking. I mean, that pick, he went up in the air, just snagged it. That was beautiful. And then a couple of touchdowns. I mean, he had
Mehed's looking like a solid 3rd rounder.
He's a perfect. He's like the epitome of a 3rd round, 2nd round pick. I mean, he's looking really good on both sides of the ball. He's a good receiver. He's catching touchdowns and he's making plays on defense. So shout out to Mehed. I mean, that team. If we're comparing teams, I mean, Amr Adlan. I mean, obviously he's probably gonna win Player of the Week. I mean, 3 touchdowns, over 300 total yards, 80% complete, and then Musa with 4 catches, almost 80 yards. I mean, Tawfiq's cooking. And Malik on a 50-yard on a catch and run takes it 50 yards to the house. And then Adam's getting a couple catches. The blocker Nur Saeed's getting a couple catches. Tawfiq Allen Sr., the other Tawfiq on that team, he's making plays. And then Backer getting a pick. And then Ahmed Bass even getting a catch. Like this team is just Ahmed Adlan he spread. Everyone on that team had a catch. Everyone on the team had a catch except probably one of the blockers.
I think the most impressive thing is his completion percentage. In a league where you see a lot of...
He's efficient as hell. Like, when he throws it, it's to a guy who's open. He's hitting him in stride. It's efficient, and they're moving the ball at will. It's either him passing it for over 10 yards or he's running because he, of course, had 64 rushing yards that game as well. So
I think one good thing that Big O does is he doesn't really... He usually doesn't have made negative plays. Like, he doesn't throw the ball away. He'll tuck it and run just to even see if he can get something positive. Like sometimes you'll see like Doomy or Egypt just throw the ball in the dirt sometimes. Like you don't see Big O doing that. He doesn't waste his throws.
He doesn't.
So I mean
back to back we're over like 80%.
I mean he's efficient. I mean this team is gonna be tough. I feel like the only way to beat Habibi Elite is you have to get the pressure on Big O. Yeah. Sometimes he might get a little flustered in the pocket. He'll get a little happy with his feet. But I mean this year he's been sitting in the pocket a lot.
No,
but I mean
the ascension of Big O from last year.
He has 0 interceptions.
Last year.
He has yet to throw a pick.
That's what I'm saying, man. He's playing it safe, but at the same time, he's taking his shots when he wants to. Like he's hitting Musa deep. He's hitting Tawfiq sometimes deep. So I mean, Tawfiq. I mean, Big O from last year compared to this year. I mean, he's taking an ascension, and he's looking like a veteran, a really good. Someone that can take you on a deep playoff run, who can lead the way, not just be a game manager, but a game changer, like Big Tokes once said. But I mean, that team's looking really good. But Jerusalem Jags, I mean,
I do think Jerusalem Jags are getting there. But I mean, look, you look at Doomy's stats. His stats aren't otherworldly. I mean,
because he's been saying. That's my point. I mean, this team is Doomy's not even clicking yet, and they're being really good.
I mean, the one thing is, I mean, this team is filled with people who are pretty injury prone. Doomy's injury prone. Monty, Zaid. I mean, we per my sources, Isakov's already out for the year. I mean,
Listen.
if the,
I don't want to talk about. That's pretty much that's down the line. Looking at people's championship, you know, their
I still think
their
Habibi
championship.
Ali are just the team to beat right now. I mean,
Right now, I mean, they're both looking really good. I think Habibi Ali's looked, they're putting on better performances, of course, because they're versing weaker competition. But both teams are looking really good. I'm just gonna
I
say
mean,
Drews and Jags has had the better start because they played with the better
the
competition.
also
Not even
you look
playing
at
good. If you
I
say
look
like,
at Habibi Elite's roster, and they've yet to get Adam Abbas involved.
yeah, I
I mean,
mean, the roster.
if they start getting Adam Abbas involved, I mean, this team could go skyrocket through the moon.
I mean, you've seen me on this nightcap. I've already glazed that roster. That roster is amazing, but so is Jerusalem Jags. I mean, these two teams look like the teams to beat, and so far, I mean, they're on a collision course. They're playing each other this week. I can't wait for
Oh,
that. I'm just
this is
this
gonna be game of the year potential. I
oh my,
mean,
I can
we
just
got
see that
Habibi
game.
Ali undefeated, Jerusalem Jags undefeated. I mean, the winner of this game, I'm calling it now, Hamada. The winner of this game is gonna go to the final. I'm calling it from now.
Nice. I
I'm
mean,
calling it
I'd
from
say
now.
the winner of this game is probably going to be the first seed. So.
Yeah.
I mean, both these teams have been incredible. I mean, the teams they played. I just want to get into OP Block real quick. I mean, that was a that was a really bad performance. I mean, going on from last week, from beating Mutminin to coming out here and just shitting the bed against Habib Ali. I mean, Jackson had three picks, three bad picks. I mean, 10 for 20, less than 120 yards. I mean, the only guy who made a difference on the team was David Brown, as usual, four catches for almost 70 yards, couple sacks. He had two sacks. But I mean, I feel like Jackson had a couple throws, a couple plays where the receivers dropped them deep, like on that one of the first drives of the game.
Yeah.
It's over the head of Musa. Like you catch that, that's probably a totally different game. And then Donish gets injured. He's looks like he's gonna be out for a minute. I mean, this team just I don't know what they do without Donish now. I mean, you still got David Brown, you got
I
Sheon.
just
I
I
mean,
just really think that week one, I think the weather played a big effect into that game. I mean, if you go back into week one and you look at their touchdowns, they're off tip passes. You're not going to live off that every
yeah,
week. You're not going to live off tip touchdowns. You might get them here and there, but I mean, theirs all came in our game. So I mean, instead of sometimes you get lucky plays spread out through the entire year, they kind of got it into one game and they were able to get the win off that. But I mean, to me, Jackson looks like a good quarterback. I mean, Jackson was making really good
he can
throws.
move, he can
I don't
run,
think Jackson is the
he can
issue. I
arm.
just think there isn't much help around him, and I think the defense is not good. I mean, they rushed one against Sudani, but I mean, against the weather played a huge part. But I mean, I was watching them rush Big O. Sometimes they rush zero, sometimes they rush one against Big O, or like even when they rush two, it was like it wasn't like a real rush. It's just like the two guys are just standing there, and that's just like taking up space. And Big O was still able to, like, I mean, like we saw, 85% completion percentage. So I mean, I think defensively they need to get better. But I mean, Donish is one of the best safeties in the league, and Donish is probably going to be out for a little while. So I
Yeah,
mean,
he needs to get healthy. If he
I
gets
honestly
healthy and this
I
team
don't see
figures
OP
out.
Block winning. I don't see OP Block winning another game.
Yeah, I mean, they need to figure out what they're gonna do on defense. I mean, I still don't know I mean, the only receiver I know that's making an impact right now is David Brown. But other than that, I mean, Pro Cop he had 7 Black Bulls, so he played really good on defense. The defense is not bad. It's not horrible. They just they can't put other teams on short fields by throwing interceptions. So Jackson, he has to play efficient. He can't go 10 for 20 with 3 interceptions. So if he plays better, I think this team could still be competitive, but not as competitive as Galleria Guardians because that team is just. I would hate to play that team. I mean, that team is just solid from top to bottom. Amir's like, I think Amir and Aid, they look much better from last year. I think both these quarterbacks have ascended. I mean, I think you would agree. Like they look like, solid captain quarterbacks now. Like not just last year where it's just like we had to throw someone in. They actually look like they can run a team and have a well-oiled operation. But I mean, I don't know about Jackson, but I mean these teams. So a lot of shaky teams this year. A lot of shaky teams. Speaking of shaky teams, I don't even want to talk about this team, man. This team is so sad. But obviously, Team Sprite gets the dub over Palestine Panthers. It wasn't it wasn't very wasn't a barn burner, but it was an utter domination over Faros. I mean, their offense. I don't even want to talk about my team because I mean, there's not much to talk about. Our offense is looking. It looked better than last week. We actually were able to move the ball. I don't know how
We're still
much
pretty terrible. I mean, you guys had a pick six. Technically,
exactly.
you guys scored 14 against Faros.
Yeah, I feel like we still. There's a lot of stuff to work on. Like let me read out some of these stats for you guys. I'm at Egypt. Iju Ouija gets 2 touchdowns, but also those 2 picks. 16 for 29 threw 30 times. I mean, when you throw almost 30 times, you should have over 200 yards. He only gets 159. But I mean, I had six catches for 80 yards and a pick six. So if you take away the pick six, we only scored 2 touchdowns on offense, which is kind of that's pretty rough against a team like Palestine Panthers. But I mean, we're missing Sohaib, but
I mean, you guys
I
keep
don't
saying you're
know.
missing Suhaib. Suhaib will never. Per my sources, since a lot of people have been asking about Suhaib, I went and did some digging. I went and um, I went and tried to get some information. So it turns out Suhaib's been locked in at school. He's been he's been locked in at work, going to Jefferson City. He works at a motel there or something like that. So he's been busy working. And per my sources, I don't think he'll be back until playoffs. But one thing I do want to talk about is your captain crashing out, and getting ejected. So you're up 22-6, and Big EG Ouija comes lumbering around, gets ejected. I mean, my God. So he went from going to the Guangdong Tigers last week to the state penitentiary this week. I mean, put this guy in handcuffs for what he was about to do to Yesin Yunus. I mean, it was about to be first degree manslaughter. I mean, this guy's lost his mind. He might be on roid rage. I mean, I, I might need to drug test EG Ouija because this guy,
Listen, if
look,
you
he doesn't
watch
know what he's doing.
that
Look,
first unsportsmanlike conduct was an egregious penalty by Yezen. Yezen is the Draymond Green of this league. He will he just is the biggest rage baiter on the field. I don't know if there's anyone that's a bigger rage baiter than you, it's him. I mean, Egypt runs 5 yards out of bounds. I mean, he runs out of bounds. Then when you run out of bounds, you slow down. He's still running, and then Yezen comes in and just hits him for no
look,
reason at
if
all.
you're a captain of a
So
team,
I understand that one.
I don't
The
see
second
Sudani
one,
getting
I don't
ejected.
understand the second one. That was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. Egypt, he lost his cool this game, but thank God it didn't affect the outcome of the game. But I mean Dawood played pretty good. JJ, I mean, he's looking like
He
a
had a, he
solid
had a
player.
decent game,
Yeah, I think
but
he had a decent game. It wasn't the greatest game, but he had 2 touchdowns. 2 picks. It looked really good on defense. He's someone we needed. Like pass after me and Dawood, and I mean there was no one that could have played safety on our team. I mean we legit didn't have a safety. So thank God this guy JJ came in, so we can hold that we have someone in that role now. But I mean Palestine Panthers, man.
oh,
I
well,
don't know where to
listen.
get started on this team, Tokes.
All I can say is Faraz scored 0 points last week. He scored 6 points this week, so I'm seeing a little bit of improvement.
Yeah, there's
I
no
mean,
much from last.
Mo Darbo's. I mean, I watched the highlights, but I mean, Mo Darbo is just like a carbon copy of Julio Jones. I mean, when I watch Mo Darbo play, it's like I'm watching Julio Jones out there. I mean, he's just so smooth. He's just so physical. I mean, like I just dream about Mo Darbo being paired up with a guy like Doomy like like Big O. Oh, I mean, they would.
Don't even start with.
They,
I mean, no offense to speak of, but still a touchdown, 6 catches for 131 yards, three
I
pass
mean,
breaks.
he is the entire offense.
So he's getting his work. He's still getting his. He's getting his. No matter how many points they score, he's still gonna get his. It's the other guys that there's not a real lot after him. It's Ahmad, and that's pretty much it because both Saradias are blocking most of the time. Maybe Mohammed might block and chip every once in a while, but he didn't have a catch on that game. I mean, you have Mustafa Dalak, that AB guy who got injured. He's honestly a pretty solid player. He's been a
AB
solid
was really solid, but I
he
mean,
had
I
a
heard he
couple
got
sacks
injured.
last week. He had 2 more sacks this week. He's
Yeah,
a really good player. Hanif drinking the fountain of youth with 3 catches for 9 yards. I mean, and they got
I
players
mean,
like him.
man, respect to Hanif, man. Respect to Hanif. I really wish
Coming
Hanif
out
was
here
on a better team.
to be on a team like this and still
I,
have
I
the
really
will
wish
to
Hanif
wake
was on a
up
better team, man.
on a Sunday as a grown ass man and come play and get obliterated every week. You're a better man than me because I wouldn't be able to do that. But this team is just for us. He played much
There's
better.
no
This week.
identity.
I will give him that. He played much better this week. I feel like once he finds his way to evade the rush and slowly start being able to decipher and read defenses a little better, I feel like he's gonna play much better. I mean, he had 4 picks this week, but I mean, when you're playing a guy like me, you're gonna throw a pick. It doesn't matter how good you are. Picked off Dumi twice last week. Picked off Adams this week. I'll for sure pick off little Sudani next week because I know
In your dream.
Tokes is gonna catch a ball. It's gonna pop him there, and I'm taking that one to the
I have 0 drops this year.
Oh my God! This is the nightcap bowl. Me and first Tokes next week. I can't wait for
this
that.
week. This week coming up, I mean, we got big games. We got Jerusalem Jags undefeated versus Habibi Ali undefeated. We got me versus Hamada. I mean, what more could you ask for this coming week? I mean, this is the one week. I mean, we're building up all this hype. I mean, this is gonna be one of the best weeks I think this season in general. And
I feel like we went over all the teams today. Everyone got their little shine. Palestine Panthers. I mean, our game wasn't that much to talk about. If you start playing better, you'll get a little more shine on the show. Like I had lost today, but
I mean, that's also
he
another
left the
big game.
scoreboard.
That's also another game. Ayad versus Faraz. I mean, if Ayad could get his first career
I
win,
think his first
or
dub.
Faraz is gonna get his first career dub.
Oh,
Like,
no, there's no way. There's no way.
I mean, everything is set up. I mean, this week is set up with a lot of storylines. Will Ayad go from being 0-14 and turn that 0 to a 1 and become 1-14 this week? I mean, if Ayad gets it done, look, I'm just saying, if Ayad loses to Faraz, I think AJ might actually quit. Listen. I went back and watched the film. As soon as Yinan caught the game-winning touchdown, AJ was out of there. AJ left the field. I never seen someone leave the field that fast in my life.
Respect to AJ though, man. I mean, he that's the second season in a row he hasn't been. He got his one and only chance to play with Sudan. He took that chance and ran with it because we won a chip that year. But he knew that was never happening again. So thank God he got his one and only chip because he's never won one again. But respect to him for coming out, still showing out, playing for his team. I mean, okay, let's read a couple of the mailbag questions.
We'll answer a few questions. I mean, Hamada will get up out of here. A little bit shorter of a nightcap this week, but we wanted to make sure we discussed every team. So just throw some questions in the chat. Me and Hamada will answer a couple, and we'll head on out for this week.
Thoughts on Rami, the kid? I know you're talking about Ramiz, the kid, the Russian team. This man, I'm about to unleash an unload on this guy. He was rushing, happened to fall down. His glasses fell off. And the play is still going on. This man takes his time.
I remember this.
To pick up his glasses, put them on, and the ball's falling in his hands. He could have had the easiest pick six of all time, but he thought it was a better idea to put his glasses on to sacrifice himself for his team and get that pick six. Because that would have been the craziest play in NFL history if he managed to get that play. But Ramiz, next time, focus on the play, focus on the ball before you decide to pick up your glasses. All right. But he's looking like a solid rusher. I mean,
Ramiz looks like a decent little role player.
People off the street, Yusuf Mehid. I mean, wow, really deep team. I mean, insanely deep team.
It is. Next question: thoughts on Abdullah Alan returning to Habibi Elite Week 5 or 6? Oh, this team's just gonna get
NFL history.
The team's just gonna get even better and better. I mean, Abdullah Alan, D1 wrestler. He's got offers from a bunch of D1 schools to wrestle. I mean, when Abdullah Alan returns, Big O might never get sacked. But right now, I heard AA is in recovery. He's in rehab right now. He's spending 6-7 hours at the facility trying to rehab. So I hope the rehab's going well, and we'll see AA in a bit. Then we got a question. Oh, I don't want to answer this one. Can we get an explanation on Tokes getting mossed by Amir Al-Kishawi?
Listen, I said it once and I'll say it again. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. This is the third. Tokes is. Don't let his little media propaganda skew you away from the real facts that this man consistently on a weekly basis gets mossed by blockers, by receivers. And he tries to claim that he's one of the best linebackers, one of the best corners, one of the best players in the league. But all he does is happen to get mossed by other players. I mean,
Look, he boxed me out.
This man got boxed out by a freaking blocker.
Look, bro, he was fat, bro. He blocked me out. Bro, he ate a couple extra Krispy Kreme donuts, and that allowed him to push me out the way and catch the 2-point conversion to send it to overtime, bro. Well, wallahi, when the ball was in the air and I got boxed out, wallahi, I didn't even know where the ball went.
And then
I looked up.
He gets mossed by a blocker and then starts screaming at the refs for rigging the game. Like, you're so sad. One of the saddest receivers on this panel. I mean, you're one of the sorriest receivers in the league. I can't wait to give you belt to ass next week. It's gonna be that. Don't even start.
All I know is
I'm licking my chops. I'm licking my fingers looking at that defense because that defense has let up 22 to OP block, 34 to Adstone hit up a Hamda. I mean, what is EG Ouija gonna do against that defense? I can't wait to play against that defense. Awad's in the early third round with 0 catches. Can we discuss this?
Well, one thing I'll say about Omar does need to get Abdullah the ball more. I mean, the thing is, me and Yanal get open a lot, but I feel like Abdullah's open a lot too. It's just I don't know Omar. I don't know if Omar's not seeing him or Omar's trusting me and Yanal more. But I mean, I think Abdullah is a guy that we need to get the ball on, like jet passes, screen passes. Like when Abdullah was on Doomi's team, that's what he thrived off. Those little dump offs that he would turn into 30, 40 yards. Like Abdullah's one of the fastest players in the league. So I mean, we did talk about it in the group chat that we're gonna try to get Abdullah more involved because Abdullah's been doing a lot for us. The thing is, Abdullah's using a lot of energy on defense too. He's triple rushing. He's playing linebacker and corner. So
I'm not just doing all that dirty work, but for a third rounder, I mean, let me explain to you why he has 0 catches. Because you have this guy across from me running Mickey Mouse freaking check down merchant routes.
So how am I top?
How am I like yelling at Benny to throw him the ball?
How am I top 6 in yards?
Does his thing and lets his game do the talking. He doesn't beg and scream at his quarterback to throw him the ball.
I don't scream at my quarterback.
Tokes runs the most quarterback friendly routes to only gain 2 yards at the end of the day.
So how am I top 6?
When you're a quarterback and you see Tokes every second running a little flat route, like he's going to get the ball and he's going to take away from Awad. So if you're a real receiver like me, I'd like to get my other guys involved. My 4th, 5th, 6th, I don't even care around there. I like to get them involved.
How about
if that's Dawood, if that's Fadi, if that's Inad, I run routes to get them open. You run routes for yourself. I mean, and I know the whole damn league, every receiver that's played with this guy across from me would agree with me right now. This man will never run a route in his life to create
that's not true.
Others.
That's not true.
He's a diva. He's the biggest diva in the league, and that's why when Sudani doesn't want the ball, he starts cursing at Sudani. I mean, don't even. When I give him belt to ass next week and he comes on nightcap, he's gonna start complaining about how he didn't get the ball enough. I just book it from now.
Let me tell you this, Hamada. If I run 2-yard routes all day, how am I top 5, top 6 in yards?
Because when you get the ball 20 times, eventually someone's gonna miss a freaking flagpole. I'm not, and Habibi Elite, anyone Habibi Elite is not, and anyone on Jerusalem Jags is not. You're playing all these OP block first-time MFL players. You're playing freaking. What team did you even play? I mean,
all I know is EG Ouija. If EG Ouija loses this week, Sprite will be 1-2 with a gauntlet coming up. I mean, Listen. All I know is Omar Egypt needs to have a big game.
When it comes to Tokes, stats never tell the story. Because little Tokes is always going to stuff up the stat page. He's going to throw it in your face, saying he leads the league in catches, leads the league in yards. But when you watch the games,
you watch the game. I'm one of the reasons why we won. Am I one of the reasons why we won or no?
I'll give you this. You had a good catch. That little goal.
Am I one of the reasons we won this game or no?
That's the only play in 20 years I've seen you catch something like that, where it looked like an actual play that took effort rather than running a little jet sweep. So when you do something, if you start doing that against us this week, I'll come out here and I'll give you your flowers. I'll be the first one to do that. But next question, Amar Alan. Can we talk about Sohaib, a second rounder not coming until playoffs? Sohaib. I'm preaching out this message to you right now. If you're watching this, please listen.
Please send this to Sohaib.
We're playing Sudani. You know this man better than anyone. You played with this man for almost your whole career. Please come out here and and sack the living crap out of him because I need this guy across from me to not have anything to say next week when you come on this show. I need you to get belt to ass, have 5 sacks, and I'll come out here with Yusuf Q, that rush. Guys, this rush with Yusuf Q and Sohaib has yet to be seen yet. It's gonna dominate the league, and we just have to you just have to pray Sohaib doesn't come in the week that we're playing.
Sohaib just said Wallah, I'm coming this week. In the chat.
I don't see that. Where are you seeing that?
Wow. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. I'll believe it when I see it.
That's music to my ears, baby. Oh, we're giving Sedani belt to ass this week.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm putting a 10. Well, how much diet do you want to put on this game? I'll put 10 cases of diet do on this game.
Look, I'll put 20 cases of diet do that Sohaib will not be there. 20 cases of diet do that Sohaib won't be there, and 40 cases of diet do that we beat you guys. Shake on that.
Shake on that.
All I know is Sohaib said he was coming last week, and he didn't come.
Sohaib is back, baby. Sohaib won't. I know Sohaib. He won't ever miss a chance to get belt to ass a little Sudani. Bro said, okay. Thoughts on Dumi drafting a blocker in the second round? All right, this is something we do need to discuss. Why is Zayd Duduk still playing blocker?
I think Yusuf Khatib should be playing blocker.
That's what I think. That's what I think.
Zayd lost weight. He's back down to the Zayd of last spring, where Zayd dominated the league. I mean, I don't know what the hell Dumi's thinking, but I mean, if Dumi's gonna keep
Yusuf and you let Zayd, Monty, Nadim, Mehid, you let that receiving core cook, because I feel like Zayd is not being utilized well. I mean, they're 2-0, so you can't complain yet. But I feel like they need to unlock his true potential to get him going before the playoffs, for sure.
I think the longer he keeps Zayd at blocker, the more helpful it is for the rest of the league. But I mean the good thing is Zayd is one of the best blockers too in the league. So I mean, if you put Yusuf at blocker,
he's a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, if you put Yusuf at blocker, Doomy's gonna have less time, but he's gonna have a better receiver out there. Or if you do vice versa, you have a worse receiver out there but better blocking. And I think Doomy probably prefers the better blocking over the better receiver because all Doomy needs is time.
Facts.
So
PJ says, "Give me Sprite."
Mo PJ, you know it, and I know it.
No, Mo PJ's coming to watch that game. He's gonna come and tune in for that game because that is fireworks. That is cinema.
Mo PJ, if Mu'mineen take down Team Sprite, will you give Big Tokes a pair of Supreme socks?
I'm gonna come out here and put 3 touchdowns, 2 picks on that team. I'm gonna go in Street Culture Player of the Week. That's all I know. Who's the sponsor? I'm gonna switch up on Shiesty.
Well. Me and Hamada did sign a sponsorship deal, but we are not allowed to speak on it. We are not allowed to speak on it yet. And my computer's on 2%, by the way. But we aren't allowed to speak on the sponsorship deal. Me and Hamada did secure a sponsorship deal. I mean, it's still in the works. But we want to thank all the fans for all the love and support for Nightcap. We have big news coming soon. But all I can say is right now, we can't say anything. But Nightcap will be getting an official sponsor very soon. That's all I can say.
Before we wrap it up, I know we made our predictions for we make some quick predictions for next week. Mu'mineen versus Sprite. Give me Sprite. Mo PJ says give me Sprite. That's a pretty easy one. And then Dumi versus Habib Elite. I can't wait for that game. I don't know, man. I think Dumi takes it. I think they figure out. I mean, I think that increase in competition, that level of competition is going to increase. Habib Elite's not going to be ready for it. It's going to be a close, tough fought game. Might go to OT, but I'm taking Jerusalem Jags. And then Galleria, OP Block versus Galleria Guardians. I'm taking Galleria Guardians easily. That team, I know they're coming off L's, but they look like they can function. They have great players. Ben's cooking, Amir's cooking, Al Ahmed's cooking, Idris is cooking. In Galleria, I mean OP Block, they're kind of on the decline after that week 1 blunder or I don't know what the hell happened week 1, but they looked like a completely different team in week 2. Donish is injured. I mean, David Brown can only do so much, so I don't know what's up with that team. I still got to learn more, so I'm taking Galleria easily, and that's all the teams. Ben says who's the MVP. I think
No, Ben said who's the MVZ. So I'm giving the MVZ,
MVZ.
the most valuable Zionist award, to Suhaib Mahmoud for not showing up to any game. The most valuable Zionist award goes to Suhaib. Hamada, all I have to say is EG, Ouija, Sprite, Lean. All I know is
No.
Mu'mineen in 5.
Little tokes. Deep throats. You keep talking, I'm gonna go comatose. Sprite in 5.